Good morning, everyone. Another nice day. It stopped raining, but it's still pretty wet, especially here on the ground. Forest floor, nice and moist, which is good for the amphibians. Which maybe later I'll go and search for some. But yeah, it's pretty awesome out here. Well, today's another nice day. It was pretty rainy this morning. It drizzled a little. Got some turtles basking in the sun, or little light there is, but I'll be fishing literally with a tackle box, net, and fishing rod. It'll be too hard to film while fishing, so if I catch anything, I'll film that. But let's see how it goes. Turtle. Well, it took me a while to get the fishing rod to get fixed because it wasn't working properly. And I tried catching some turtles, but that was unsuccessful. So really all I have are these crayfish. I had bigger ones, but I released those ones and just kept catching smaller ones. It's an army marching towards the water. There they go. Alright, so I was heading to the pool, but then it came to a much further section of the creek. It flows pretty much all the way downhill to the main river at the bottom. And I flipped a rock, and finally, I have a two-line salamander larva. Now, if I zoom in a little, you can see that he has these external gills on the side of his head. They extend out. Eventually he'll lose those and he'll go to breathing through his skin when he ventures onto land, but this is how they'll be for a while. And they're very cool. It's interesting how I'd really never seen these guys before coming here. I think it's mainly because last year was when I started getting into herping, looking for reptiles and amphibians. So yeah, this is pretty interesting. Now, two-line salamanders can be surprisingly fast when they need to be. They are pretty cool animals. They're also a very great indicator species. Basically, they indicate how healthy the ecosystem is. Now, these guys prefer cold, flowing streams. And most importantly, they need to be clean, no pollution. So, less of these guys and other amphibians and fish usually indicate a poor environment. So more of these guys would mean a very healthy environment. And since I've seen so many of these guys, along with plenty of fish and frogs, it's definitely pretty healthy here at the campground. Anyway, I'm gonna release this guy, but it's gonna be very hard to get out of here. Oh, he crawled out, Oh shoot. Let me just get back in the water. Hang on. Okay, well, I'm gonna grab the salamander and then give an underwater shot of it. Oh, there he goes. Caught crayfish. There's literally no way I caught these two. There's literally no way I caught these two big crayfish right on the shore. And there's still more in there. That is ridiculous. That is crazy. They're probably going to be a lot more active now. And I hear a barred owl screeching, which is pretty crazy. Well, this is cool. Just searching here in the leaf litter and I found a little slug on the crawl. Normally these guys would just be hiding in rocks and logs in the day. But now it's nighttime, so I guess that's when he feels comfortable coming out. If you think that slugs don't have shells, think again. They do. It's just on the inside of their body, not like a snail. It's just moving pretty slowly on the forest floor.
Is it Justine?
No, it's a slug.
Its name is Justine. Justine!
I thought Justine was a new.
There are two Justines.
Justine's a slug.
Justine Jr.
Well, move at your own pace. I just barely touched the slug and
It gluck sucked itself.
contracted its eyes into its body. And then you have this spider with a white abdomen. I'm not sure what that's about.
It's not black, it's white.
The forest floor is definitely alive at night. Maybe I could find a salamander in here.
Maybe.
Okay, I know it's dark, but I heard a barred owl calling. Right there, that's a barred owl. The exaggerated call. It's crazy how ornithologists call it, "Who cooks for you?" That's apparently what their call sounds like. Barred owls can be nocturnal, as in this case, but they can also be pretty active in the day. Ooh, that sounds close. That sounds super close. Why does that owl sound so close? It'd be really, really cool if I saw it. Another slug. That barred owl's much further now, but like I said earlier, the forest floor is alive. It's just so charismatic, just how slow they move. You just sit here all night, just watching it crawl from like here to here. Florida doesn't really have this kind of leaf litter, so it's pretty cool. Like, all the leaves provide shelter and food for these guys, along with salamanders, frogs, and small songbirds that often nest on the forest floor. It's pretty cool. This right here is the biggest slug so far. I mean, aside from the shine to it because how slimy it is, it does pretty much just look like the stick. Pretty much. The leaf litter here looks good for finding redback salamanders and potentially two-line. Problem is, the surface layer here is mostly dry. Once you get further down, it starts to get really moist. See right there? Nice moisture that salamanders really enjoy. However, I'm not seeing any and salamanders, so that's a shame. Very pretty flower. It's cool, it has like a nice purple hue to it. Now that would make for a good wallpaper photo with the phone flashlight and my headlight on. That is so cool. Also got these nice ferns, these grasses, other plants. Just provides for a nice ecosystem. In fact, it's cold enough apparently that I can actually see my breath under the flashlight. It's pretty weird, but anything's possible when it comes to being chilly in the mountains. Well, I found a redback salamander in the leaf litter. That would pay off. He was right by a rock too, which is probably why. Oh. There you go. Good habitat for him too. He really enjoys it. There he is. See something right here. Oh. Oh. Oh, there we go. Another redback salamander. Man, these guys are... Wow, he completely buried himself into the soil. That's incredible. And there's a huge daddy longlegs. Believe it or not, they're not true spiders, although they are arachnids. But they are pretty cool, just how tiny little body and all those little legs dangling everywhere. It's crazy that New Hampshire has such a diverse forest full ecosystem here. There you go. Let's see. No. You. Anything? No. Honest, I'd probably say that looking in the leaf litter for animals is probably somewhat underrated. Maybe. However, if you do decide to look on the forest floor leaf litter at night, you can find all sorts of little bugs. And depending on where you live, you can also find salamanders and small snakes, maybe. Like I said earlier, it's a diverse ecosystem here, and the forest floor is alive. Okay, fair warning, be careful, because I just unveiled a colony of ants, and I don't understand why they decided to make their colony right in the leaf litter, but just go back to doing what you were doing. Here's a little daddy longlegs. There's that slug from earlier. The big slug. And then I don't know where the other one went. I saw him earlier. He moved fairly quickly for a slug. But I don't know where he is now. When you see the leaf litter rustling. Anyway, honestly today was a little slow. I mean, the two-eyed salamander larva finally filming a decent sized one was good. I went to the bottom of the hill today, but my phone was pretty much dead, just 3%. And just once I got used to the water, we went out. So we didn't stay there for too long. So I'll probably go tomorrow and make sure my phone is fully charged. However, if I don't see anything else, then I'll probably just wrap it up here. Anyway, good night, everyone. I'll see you in another video. Well, if I don't see anything else, like I said. Okay, I was just heading back to my campsite, and this is probably one of the last things I ever would have expected. A redback salamander sitting out in the open on the dirt road. That is crazy. I mean, I just find that pretty unlikely for these guys. But I mean, it's nighttime. He definitely would never do something like this in the day. So, it's pretty incredible. Anyway, I'll help this little guy cross the road. Because that's what he's trying to do. Might as well bring him over. Do not crawl off my hand. Please do not crawl off my hand. Okay, well, I'll bring you over here. Because there's some nice rocks and all over here. There's a cricket too. It's the little dragon of the forest floor. There you go. Off a lily footer. Just flipped a rock and found another redback salamander. A smaller one, but still. These guys are out everywhere. Hang on, before I flip the rock, he should probably get into his little burrow. Yeah, but he's very funchy. Here, might as well. Here, you should tuck away in here while I place your rock back. Okay, there we go. Okay, and another redback. These are probably one of the most common salamanders in the eastern US. You can find them just about anywhere with suitable habitat. I mentioned this in a previous video. But yeah, eventually becoming the most common thing here. Okay, I apologize for the false outro, but honestly, those redback salamanders kept the content going, so might as well end it here because I'm gonna go to bed soon. So, overall, today, kind of slow, but still decent. The forest floor is definitely alive. It's cliche at this point. But yeah, I'm just gonna head to bed. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. It would be really great to find a snake before I leave, but honestly, I'm not sure that's gonna happen. But still, who knows? Anyway, I'll just wrap it up here and I'll see you later.